Hey, what's up beautiful people, hope you're doing well. I'm Shoshin Sattu and welcome you back to my channel. And today in this video I'll be talking about the easiest way that you can fix your pictures that most of the beginner photographers tends to miss. Sometimes it happens that our cameras produces artifacts in our pictures. Especially we use digital cameras nowadays. Everybody use DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, and these digital cameras produces artifacts sometimes, and if we don't go those extra steps to get rid of those artifacts, then it can change or it can degrade the quality of how the viewers perceive our photographs as a whole. Sometimes these artifacts or noises, they might go unnoticeable, but to take care of the picture, we should get rid of them. Now there can be reasons why these modern days cameras produces such things in our images. It can be because of camera shakes or inappropriate lighting, or sometimes the lens itself. And I don't know much about the high-end cameras these days, but I am a Canon 1300D user and I face this a lot of time. Although earlier I used to pretend that I'm not seeing anything, but now I have came up with this thing that we do it in the process of editing the pictures. It's just a basic adjustments, but I found that there's a particular adjustment that can actually get rid of these artifacts or extra unnecessary noises in our pictures, and that I'm going to fix it today and show you how to do it in Lightroom. Hey, so I have this photo over here and I have done few adjustments on this photo, like as you can see, opening up the details and doing a little bit of color grading. So if I come to this place like the detail area, which have this options called sharpening, and where you can adjust the amount, radius, detail, and put masking on the sharpening effect. And here is the viewer where you can see how it is affecting your photo, right? So if I just come to any random place or any random part in this picture, for example, if I want to show you this area, the eye of the horse, just look clearly, just look carefully. It's that this is the toggle button between turn off noise reduction and sharpening. So here I've only done the sharpening part. Noise reduction, it was all default, I haven't even touched it. Alright, so just look at this place. If I turn it off, then you can see that there are little bit noises in this photo. Not noises, but a little bit of artifacts. Now these artifacts generally comes from our camera equipment, and it's not our fault actually. And as you can see, this is a perfectly lit picture. Yes, so these are the artifacts that comes in your photos. I get this kind of artifacts, which if you see from here, or if you see this picture entirely, you will not find it in this picture. Only in this finder under the detail section will you be able to see this. And when I switch on the sharpening, you see the edges become so smooth. They are sharpened and the artifacts have been reduced properly. Now let me show you another area anywhere, like maybe here in this horse, the eye part. Let's see, if I just switch it off, then you see so many artifacts. As I just told, this place looks hodgepodge actually. And if I turn it on again, it is much better, like much better. The colors are proper and there's no this reddish bluish mark that might have been there in this photograph have you not applied the sharpening. Now let's explore more, shall we? These area, it has both dark tone and light tone. So let's see if this picture can show you the difference clearly. If I switch off this toggle button, then can you see these, like this disturbances in the pixels? And if I switch it on, those fine noises are gone actually. And as I just said before, if you zoom it in here and you switch it off, you can see it, but it is possible in every picture to see them clearly. So we use this small viewer. Now I want to add a small tip so that the changes that we are making are much more visible to our eyes. So now what you're gonna do is hold Alt or Option and then press the amount key or the button, whichever you want to call, and you can see that our photo turns into black and white. Now this display will help us to understand the edges of the picture that's been affected. Like if you now pump it up, gradually you will see the difference. Now obviously the radius and details are extremely low, so you might not find much happening in the overall sharpening. Just look at this area. Alright, so if I now increase the radius, you will see that the edges are getting hard. And finally, masking. Now masking is a very important and neglected adjustments in Lightroom. What masking does is, now as you hold Alt or Option and start increasing the masking, you can see the black and white part on your images. Now the black part are the parts which are not affected by your sharpening, and the white parts are the one that is affected by the sharpening. It's just a representation of your work, of the areas that are affected, and you can control it by taking the masking up or down depending on how much sharpening you need on your photo. So I always try and not going too far, because it will make the, as you can see, it will make the edges of your photos very hard, right? So what I'm going to do is I always try to keep it in middle when the transition between the black and the white parts are smooth, like somewhere this is good. In portraits, although I try to do it more subtle so that the transition is much more natural and smooth. So we have this picture of a baby, and this is a portrait, and I want to show you how you can selectively sharpen your picture, draw attention of the viewers, as I just mentioned before. Now this is completely a raw format picture and no edit has been done. Alright, so now I will just show you the sharpening method. So first of all, obviously you need this basic sharpening. Just let me show you it again. I will do it very fast. And when you are editing a portrait photo, always look at the eyes and then make your adjustments accordingly, because eyes speak the most. Yeah, so this is a basic overall sharpening of our picture. Now I want to highlight this eyes more, right? So what I need to do is first zoom in to his cute little eyes, and then select this adjustment brush and keep this checked, show selected mask overlay. This will show you the areas that you are applying your brush. And I would say while using adjustment brush in general, always see that your feather is 100%, and try to keep the flow less. I did it at 100 because I'm showing you in the YouTube screen, you will be seeing, so the changes should be more visible, that's why. Anyway, so keep the feather at 100, and then once it's done, now you can untick this box, and then if you make any changes here, you will see that our eyes or those parts will be affected, right? So come down to this sharpen, and now you can sharpen this eyes as much as you want. Now obviously we can't go insane with it, but yeah, a little bit is always good. Or what you can also do is just sharpen the eyeballs. So let me delete this first, and then we're going to grab this adjustment layer, and we are just going to paint the eyeballs, right? And then come here, you can either increase the clarity so that your eyes gets more vibrant. This basically increases the contrast, that's it. With the sharpness, you can either go up or down depending on your eyes. Now I think here we should not go too much far, and so I think bring this sharpening a little bit low, actually, the overall sharpening, and then in the adjustment brush I will increase it a bit. just the eyeballs. I know not much is visible in this screen maybe, but it will actually affect your picture a lot if you do this selective sharpening when you are working with your photos, and especially if you are editing a portrait, then these selective editing is very much needed. And that's it for today, guys. Hope you have enjoyed this video and found this video helpful. Now if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share with your friends, and please do subscribe to this channel because it means the world to me, and I'll be meeting you guys on my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye.